Hey guys, Tony Ross here from Ross Law Firm and Chandler Ross Injury Attorneys out of Denton, Texas. I often get the question, is it good or do we need to call the police and get an accident report on even a minor accident where we think we might have been hurt? And I can tell you from a personal injury standpoint, it's almost always extremely beneficial if we can get uh, the police out to the scene, have them do their investigation. They're trained in determining at least an initial causation, or seeing if one party had what they call contributing factors to the accident. And if they can assign those factors to the other party, which they generally are going to do, they're going to assign some causation and some fault to one or both parties. And if in fact they do that in their accident report, which is then sent off to the state of Texas, which we can order, and they show that they believe the other party was at fault, it certainly helps your case. It's having that third party, non-interested, um, independent witness essentially uh, coming out and stating that, based upon their observations, uh, their review of the scene, possibly speaking with witnesses, they believe that this is what happened, and this is who's at fault. If you can get the person in the other car to stay and wait for the police, that's very important. So try and keep them from leaving. Obviously, don't do anything that's going to jeopardize your safety or anything like that. But try and encourage them to please stay. Also, if there's any witnesses, that can be very important. So if witnesses saw what happened and they're willing to wait around 5, 10, 15 minutes to give their statement to the police, that can be very, very helpful. Of course, this applies in cases where you feel like you might have been or definitely know you were injured, and you're going to want to pursue some kind of personal injury claim. Again, it prevents the other side's insurance company from coming back and stating, we don't believe your side of the story. There's nothing to corroborate what you're saying. Again, if we've got that third party officer stating, well, upon my review of the scene and talking with everybody involved, this is what I believe happened, and this is who I believe is at fault. If they state that the insured's client is at fault, then it's very, very hard for the insurance company to rebut liability and to challenge that. And so it makes you pursuing that personal injury claim and seeking compensation for your injuries much, much easier. And it makes it easier on the attorney as well. So again, just a common question that I get. Police aren't always going to respond to especially smaller accidents or things that they may believe to be small, even if you have suffered some injury. But we would encourage you to always call 911. Don't lie or exaggerate or anything like that, but ask them that you'd like the officer to come out to the scene as soon as possible, just to help out with making a report and determining. Just I'd leave it at that. Helping to make a report and ensuring that everybody's safe and okay to go. Okay, so again, that's just it's a question that I get fairly often. Do we call the cops or not? And we would advise that you do, because again, it will only help your case almost every time. So hope that answers that question. Again, I'm Tony Ross with Ross Law Firm and Chandler Ross Injury Attorneys out of Denton, Texas, and I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you.